Can I please get a campsite without a friggin' rattlesnake in it? Yeah, maybe the mosquitoes and the deer flies aren't so bad after all. I was just going to the fire. I was going to put my stick stove down there. And I hear this guy buzzing around. I did a good snake check a while ago. Obviously, they just kind of crawl out of nowhere. I always keep Reggie's leash right on hand, so I saw it and leashed him up. Good boy, Reg, you stay back. I checked all around with my snake stick here. Reggie, no. Hopefully he's just going off to bed somewhere. That's probably the 5th rattlesnake I've seen. I haven't filmed them all. But. Thursday, June 28th. Just outside of Killarny. This is what taking a break looks like today. Here's the Killarny Lighthouse. The gateway to Killarny, home of the $3 can of beans. And eventually later today, early this evening, I'll make my way right to the mouth of the French River. Then tomorrow, I'm going to go up Voyageur Channel. Not sure exactly where I'm going to go up there yet, but I'll just play it by ear and probably do a few long paddle days through the river and then just camp out wherever I feel like it. Kind of once it starts to get dark, and then take off again at dawn. Can't believe we've had such great weather. Like the whole last 2.5 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks on Saturday. Always wanted to spend the summer paddling up around Georgian Bay, and I guess this is going to be the summer. This is part of Collins Inlet. Yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful little channel. Oh my God. It's fantastic. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I think in about half an hour there's supposed to be an island up ahead that I can camp at. This little group of rocks or islands, this area is called the Chickens. It's a nice little island out here to stop and take a break on, called Hen Island.
Well, we've got a good thunder and lightning storm happening tonight. It's about 2:30 a.m. It's been going on for a while. It was off in the distance hours ago, and now we're getting it too. Reggie's not liking this too much. He's down between my feet. I can feel him shaking a bit. Poor guy.
Well, this morning it is Saturday, June 30th. This is, I guess, the 3rd week since we've been out. Probably day 22. And we're just making our way up the French River. This is the old Voyageur Channel. Just let Reggie stretch his legs for a minute. This is part of the old Voyageur Channel. Well, here's my first little upstream portage of the day. Should be the only one. Anyway, I'm just kind of These rocks are pretty moss covered and pretty slick, so I'm just pulling the canoe up and over. Then I'll just line it out to around that point and hop in out there. Deer fly. Well, I paddled up to Sturgen Chutes today on a bit of a whim, and I got here around 5 p.m. and it is beautiful, beautiful spot. And there is a site here that no one is using, so this is the site I'm on, and I might as well just stay here tonight. I may just end up spending another day here tomorrow. We'll see. I'll break down the tent first thing in the morning, and if I want to leave in the morning, then I'm bound for Bustard Islands, and that'll be a good day too. But it might be nice just to have 2 nights in one spot, which I haven't had for just over a week. Here was my big find for the day on the riverbank. This big lure. Nice, huh? And I found a spot for it here. Reggie, leave it alone. Leave it alone. I got here, and there's a tree with another old lure on it, so let's just put that with the other guy and call it a day. So when I got up here, this is what I found. It's a perfect spot for the monarch. Just gonna unload a few things, fix some dinner. Reggie likes it here too. He's been in the water. And then I'll just see what I feel like doing tomorrow. Oh, look at the monarch's ready to go. It's rocking back and forth. It doesn't like sitting in one spot for too long. Oh, we had a fun day today. Just had a day off, which was nice. An aluminum boat with 2 couples in it, maybe in their 50s or so. Decided to pull up here and come over and go for a little swim and cool off. And I was sitting over on the other side with one of the men and his wife. Jumped off one of those little cliffs there into the water. When the man came up, he just screamed, "Angie, where are you? Angie, where are you?" Just at the top of his lungs, because she was under. She had been sucked down. And when I heard him scream from across the way, I just stood up and looked. And then, yeah, sure enough, her head bobbed up a little farther out there in the current, and she was in a bit of trouble. Well, she was in big trouble, actually. She's lucky to be alive. She was kind of just could barely make it back over here. Was kind of bobbing up and down and swallowing a lot of water. And yeah, she had the wits scared out of her. She thought she was gonna die for sure. And well, so did the husband, actually. He was pretty frightened. One guy, he made it out, and then he pulled up his wife after him. There was nothing I could have done. I was way over there anyway. She was really shaken up. She was just like comatose after, and just sat there quiet and in shock probably. She was lucky to be alive. It could have been a drowning here. But lessons learned. There's a big old snapping turtle right here. That's one dead turtle, I think. No, he is alive too. Jeez. He's just relaxing. Okay, we are now back at Bustard Islands. I left Sturgeon Chutes around 9 o'clock this morning. And paddled straight here, basically. We got here around 5. And we just took the main channel down. Well, from Wanapati River to Wanapati Bay. And then the main channel down to Dallas Rapids, and we shot through the rapids. The water was pretty low, so there wasn't much force going through there. It was a little rocky, but we made it through. It wasn't the most graceful passage, but we made her through, no problem. And then we just kept heading all the way down that big long bay, and then made the crossing to Bustard Islands. I'm gonna have a much better night tonight than last night, that's for sure. I ate a big rotten piece of Gouda cheese last evening, about 24 hours ago now. It sat in my stomach like a brick. And I had such bad stomach cramps. I'd never felt anything like that in my stomach before. It was just horrible. Just felt like I'd been stabbed in the gut for hours. All I could do was just pace back and forth and moan and groan and bend over, and yeah, I thought I was a goner. No, it was really bad. It was really bad stomach cramps. And finally, I threw up most of it and felt a little better. Then had to sleep for about an hour, and then got up and same thing all over again. And then I kind of made myself throw up the rest of it. I got back to sleep, still feeling pretty crappy, but nowhere near as bad as I did for those 3 hours. And when I woke up in the morning, I felt 100% better. Came and went very quickly, which was amazing, because I wasn't sure if it was going to linger for a couple days or if it was going to turn into like food poisoning or something, but it got out of my system pretty quick. My stomach did not want that going through me, that's for sure. So I'll just stick with my regular diet of sardines and rice and some eggs and then some oatmeal. That seems to do the trick. So no more Gouda cheese, that's for sure. That was awful. Here is my sail rig in action. It turned out pretty well, actually. Happy with it for what it is. We're about the north end of the Bustard Islands now. There's just a tiny little tailwind, so we're just kicking back, seeing what this thing will do. I'm just laying back right now anyway. Maybe we'll catch something stronger off this point. Hey Reg, hey buddy, you like the sailing? You like the sailing too? Yeah.